Biker Dads brought to you by Garza Law,
Thunder Roads Magazine of Tennessee and Kentucky,
and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers.
Have you ever sat at your job and thought, what if I just got up and left? Tell that horrible boss to take this job and shove it. Have you ever wanted to just walk out? What about burnout? Well, that's exactly what I did, but I didn't just quit. I left my 25-year corporate career to ride motorcycles and tell your story.
Daytona Beach, Florida, where you can actually drive onto the beach. Rick Fairless, a legend of his own, introduced me to Richard Rollins. Mayfield, Kentucky, Southeast Missouri, beautiful city of Knoxville, Tennessee, Gulf Coast of Mississippi, Florida coast in the Tampa Bay area, Orange County Choppers, Roadhouse and Museum, talking to Paul Tuttle Sr. himself.
But make no mistake, this is not a show about motorcycles or even about me. Instead, I travel across the country to meet the people who use their passion for motorcycles to make their communities stronger, safer, and better. This is Biker Dad.
But we're here today to pay respect and honor the United States Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Johnny Morris II.
This is an honor for us and in PGR because we get to do something that we don't normally get to do very often.
Keep us all safe, Lord, as we ride today to there and, Lord, back home again. Lord, we thank you for all that you do. We thank you for our country, Lord. And, Lord, we ask that you would help us as we try to honor those who need to be honored. We love you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hi, my name is Chris Best, and I left my 25-year corporate career to ride motorcycles and tell stories. And this time, that adventure brings me to Alberta, Alabama, just a few miles from the beach. And we are on a mission with the Patriot Guard to honor a hero and help his family get on the road to a brand new home. That's where we start this episode of the Biker Dad TV show, so let's roll. If you don't know who the Patriot Guard is, it's a group of people who ride quietly across the country every week to honor our fallen heroes. That's usually what we do when we're out on a mission, but this time we're on a unique mission that's a huge honor. We actually get to help a veteran who survived an IED blast in Afghanistan and help his whole family get on the road to a brand new home. It's an awesome mission, and I'm honored to be a part of it.
The Patriot Guard Riders is an organization of all volunteers that believe in honoring those who have put their lives on the line for our country. The Help on the Home Front program takes care of those who have been wounded in action, and we need to do things, to help make sure that they're taken care of. We also take care of our older veterans as well. Today, we're here to honor a Marine veteran who was wounded in combat in Afghanistan, and he lost a leg. And the Homes for Our Troops, an organization that builds specially adapted houses for wounded warriors, is getting ready to build a house for our hero, Johnny Morris.
First stop along the way on this important mission, and we're here stopped to pick up a few more bikers, including a large group from Legion Post 99 here in Alabama, and we're about to roll out to help this hero get on the road to his new house.
We're here to escort our hero to the ceremony for the kickoff for the program of building his house. This is what we call a feel-good mission. It's, we're not taking somebody to their final resting place. We're taking somebody who's active and about and still with us and doing something good for them. Anybody, would like to do the things that we do, come and join the Patriot Guard. You don't have to ride a motorcycle. You can ride in a car or truck. But if it moves you to honor those who have served, then come on board with us. There's no cost. It's a free volunteer organization.
Johnny Morris, born and raised in Alabama, South Alabama. It's my wife, Natalie.
Yes. Same.
This is Gabby and Gage.
Gage.
Right. First off, sir,
Okay, I was in the Marines from 2004 to 2013. Did 3 combat deployments, 1 to Iraq and 2 to Afghanistan. Was an explosive ordnance disposal technician, and got injured in July of 2011. We spent about a year at Walter Reed doing rehab, and then moved back home, and then transitioned from the Marine Corps back to civilian life. Been a charter boat captain now for about 6 years, so it's been pretty cool. So today we're doing what they call a community kickoff for Homes for Our Troops. So we applied to their program a couple of years ago, and we got accepted. And so they build all ADA compliant homes. So they widen the doorways and have a roll-in shower. And no carpet in the home, so it's all wheelchair accessible, and the doors are automatic.
In and out of the house, sidewalk all the way around the house.
Yep. So you can kind of
Get anywhere
in your wheelchair.
if you have to in a wheelchair.
The house we live in now, I can't use a wheelchair at all, so this is going to be really nice.
Yeah. Takes away a lot of stress, and just knowing that he can rest and have that time off of his leg so that, we can prolong the time he is able to walk on the leg in life. I don't know. It's, it's just something we cannot say thank you enough for.
If you want to know more about the Patriot Guard, make sure you go to the Biker Dad website, tvbikerdad.com. I've got information there. Or just Google the Patriot Guard. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to sign any fees or sign any dues. All you have to do is show up and show support for our veterans and our fallen soldiers. And we're at the Barber Vintage Motorcycle Festival, where it's family friendly, and I found a little family business that's pretty amazing. Part of the reason is because it involves 2 of my favorite things, motorcycles and coffee.
Guy, come on. My name's Andy Myers, and who are you?
Danielle K. Sky Myers.
Doing motorcycles and coffee. We're a motorcycle family. We've been doing this since we were kids. That's all we do is motorcycles. I ride all over the world. I ride dirt bikes, backcountry, motorcycles, any kind of bike, anything from a Vespa to a Harley, I don't care what it is. Been designing and making clothes for motorcyclists since I was a kid, literally a kid. And I'm 53 now, and this was a dream of mine, is just to put together great music, great coffee, and just talk about motorcycles till the end of my days, and this is what I'm going to do. I love motorcycles and coffee because I don't like drinking and riding. I'm not a big proponent of that, so I've never been heavy into that. Lost a good friend, Jesse Rook. His picture's up there, and his memorial statue is up there, and he died drinking and riding, and that pretty much set me over the top for doing this project. And I was like, there is definitely an opportunity here for all of us. And there's it's amazing how many people appreciate what we're doing. Oh man, these kids go everywhere. We're a huge off-road family. Anything to do with motorcycles or off-roading we do. We race Baja, and the kids go with me. They go all the way from Ensenada, Mexico to Cabo. Mom drives the van, and it's our chase van. It's a giant overland van, and they chase all the way down while I race. It's a 1,400-mile race that we do, 1,400, just depends on the year and the route. Kids go with me everywhere. So this past summer, we did 2-lane highways all the way to upstate New York from Arizona. And then they hung out with me at Americade. And then we went all through Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, the Cabot Trail. Came back and we all went straight to Vintage Days in Ohio. Then we went straight from there to Sturgis. I'm an old dad. This is the only chance I get to be with them. I don't know how many days I got left. I'm relatively fit and healthy, but you never know, right? So I want to spend every minute I can with my kids, so I drag them everywhere.
Biker Dad.
On the road in Foley, Alabama, where bikers are rolling out to help a family in need and a little girl whose short life has been filled with medical strife. But thanks to these bikers and other people in the community, things are getting a lot brighter.
I am Samantha Smith, and we're doing the benefit ride for my daughter, Adeline Schneider. She has gone through a lot. She's about 18 months old, and she was born with Bacterial syndrome. She also was missing her right ear. She has paralysis on the right side of her face. She had 4 heart defects called tetralogy of Fallot. She had open heart surgery at 4 months old. When she was born, it was her esophagus and her stomach wasn't attached. So at like 2 days old, they had to stretch her esophagus to her stomach and attach it. It's a lot. We've been through a lot, but she's getting better and better each day, and she's a fighter. And right now we're doing the benefit to help raise money for her hearing aid. She's got to have a special hearing aid with a headband. And also we go and see 6 different doctors in Birmingham. So we're back and forth to Birmingham all the time. A little over 4 hours each way. You know, every little bit counts, and I'm very thankful for everything. So my really good friend Karen, she has cancer, stage 4. And so Todd, the owner of Third Base, did a poker run for her. So she kind of got with Todd and was like, hey, you know, we need to raise money. And so that's how it came about. And then everybody just got their connections, and here we are. This is awesome. Like, I want a bike now. I swear, it's awesome. It seems like a lot of fun. I know, it's amazing. You know, it's hard to find good people in this world with everything going on, and to see people out here to support, I mean, it just really is a blessing.
Hi there, this is Chris Best, the Biker Dad. I'm just here to let you know that myself and the hundreds of thousands of people who follow us on social media and watch the TV show are here to help. Do you need help with something? Give me a call. That's my number right there, 251-402-6392. Especially if you need legal help, I have an army of lawyers across the country who can help you with injuries after motorcycle crashes especially, but other stuff like crime and everything else too. So give me a call, 251-402-6392.
Garza Law, Thunder Roads Magazine of Tennessee and Kentucky, and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers.
The reason you wouldn't try to handle a motor vehicle accident on your own is because the goal of an insurance adjuster is to pay as little of the company's money as possible. Once a person obtains an attorney, the other side then knows that they cannot be taken advantage of. At the Garza Law Firm, after your motor vehicle accident, we want to meet with you as soon as possible. We're here to shoulder your burdens while we maximize your recovery.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
I've never had a serious motorcycle accident, but I know if I do, April Violet and Marcos Garza with Garza Law have got my back.
Now here's the Biker Dad Bike of the Week.
This week for Bike of the Week, we're concentrating again on the brand new 120th anniversary Harley Davidsons for 2023. And one of the cool things that really stands out are these wild colors. And we're getting a look at them with our expert, Harley Davidson fit specialist, Jess.
You know, I think they're kind of setting us up for a retro kind of feel and also to be different. Harley has, you know, that traditional kind of black, orange, red, and I think this year they wanted to be a little different. You know, they brought a new silver out, which looks really good. The yellow, I mean, I've never seen anything like that on a Harley before. It's really cool, the stuff that they're coming out with. I see a lot of customers, they come in, they're like, my truck is red, I want to match my bike. I think Harley's kind of catching on to those kind of things.
And we're just kind of seeing the tip of the iceberg for the 2023s, right? We got a lot ahead this year in the 120th anniversary.
Yes, so those are going to be really cool. I'm excited to see the paint scheme in person. The red, it's going to be cool. The badges, yeah, it's going to be nice.
Our Back on 2 segment is brought to you by Garza Law and the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers.
Hey, I'm Duncan.
This week's Bike of the Week may be green, but it's all red, white, and blue, really. Duncan with Harley Davidson is here to talk to us about this special Tri-Glide.
If Duncan looks familiar to you, that would make sense because he's often featured right here on the Bike of the Week, and Harleys just aren't what he does for a living. Motorcycles are his entire life.
It's Harley's way of showing their appreciation. As I say, it's mineral green denim. I've ridden motorcycles since I was 8 years old. I didn't learn to drive a car till I was 54. I've never owned a car. I've only ever owned motorcycles. I've got 13 at the moment, ranging from 1954 through to 1995. It's the life. It's the brotherhood. Just the life. It's something you can't. If you've never ridden, you'll never understand it. So if you've ridden, then you understand it. So I shouldn't need to explain it. Pretty much ride everything. We were cruising around 85, and it was 1 o'clock in the morning. So we decided to get home. Wound it up a bit. As soon as I hit 87, got a death wobble. I didn't even get a chance to react before I was bouncing up the road. It was that quick. You have no control over the bike. The whole bike is shaking from side to side. It's nothing you can control. The only way out of it is to slow down. I didn't get a chance to slow. I didn't get a chance to react. It just threw me, and I bounced up the road for about 100 yards, and the bike flipped for about 75 yards.
So what was going through your mind when that happened?
I'm still alive. Every time I bounced, I thought I'm still alive. That was the only thing I thought of. It's my third major crash.
So why do you keep getting back on a motorcycle after that happens?
Because it's all I know. I'm not gonna not do what I enjoy and live my life worrying about something that may or may not happen. I just refuse to live my life like that. It's going to be a case of it. I'll ride until I can't ride no longer. It doesn't matter how many crashes I have. The day that I can't ride will be the day I quit.
When you say you have no car, you ride in everything, snow,
rain, ice on the road, yeah. Bought two since then. I bought a 1978 Motor Guzzi and a 1995 VMAX. So, well, I've got 5 Harleys, so share the love. Live your life. Life's too short not to do what you want to do. And as I said, I just refuse to live my life worrying about something that may or may not happen. If it happens, it happens. If I survive, I survive. If I don't, I'm not going to worry about it.
This is Biker Dad, brought to you by the National Academy of Motorcycle Injury Lawyers.
For me personally, we started this division because of my connection. I ride. I've been riding for 10 years, and my friends ride. And I think for our firm, it's just getting tired of seeing motorcyclists and not having someone to stand up for them in all aspects, whether it be legally, accidents, whatever the case might be. I personally lost my best friend to a motorcycle accident, and it was that week that I took the job and created this new division dedicated and committed to making sure that we can protect as many families from feeling the pain that comes with something of that, of tragedy like that. Motorcycle advocacy is, it's about being in the community. Heels on Wheels is my kind of personality piece. I'm known as Miss Heels on Wheels, and there's a story behind that, but another day. I'm a firm believer that you have to be where they are. You can't just sponsor something and not show up. You can't just, bikers in their community are really, really close-knit, and they don't trust easy. So if you get into the community and you show that you're there, you show up at events or you put on events, if you take on the fact that what's important to them now is important to you, it goes a long way with gaining their trust. And like I said, they're very close-knit. So once you become part of their family, you're in. So it makes sense for us to have an advocacy program that we're kind of boots on the ground. We're involved with pretty much everything within our community. If it has anything to do with motorcycling, we're there.
Now, this week's Biker Dad Tech Tip. Biker Dad Tech Tip.
All right, we're here with Neil for this week's tech tip, and believe it or not, this is a brand new bike, but you got it all torn apart. What's that about?
2023 with about 3 miles on it. We were building a display for the shop, but this one is going to be a little bit different. We're going to put it in the service area, so we are going to gaudy this thing up. First step, we are using the new Screaming Eagle module with a cool tuner that it's got.
So you can plug that into a bike like this and you can be on the side of the road and just retune your bike.
Limitations. You don't want to go making any crazy stuff if you're out there on a trip. You're making any crazy changes, things gonna slow you down any. But let's just say you have a little bit of decel pop that you've noticed. I'm sure you could tweak a little bit. I don't want to say too much until I've gotten a little bit better at it. Same kind of interface as the previous tuner.
So this is like, you can buy all kinds of tuners, but this is the Harley one.
Right, this is the warranty, EPA friendly, the one that makes everyone smile when it comes.
Yeah, so you don't get in trouble with that one with your warranty or with the EPA.
Now, a Biker Dad flashback back to the time when this was a blog and not a TV show, and we shared this video of a young man, 10-year-old, with spina bifida, and the huge surprise he got on his birthday. This video is back from 2016.
It's just doing the right thing, doing something good for our community. We just want to make his day.
Did it make your birthday?
Yes, it did make my birthday.
It made us very, very happy to see these law enforcement guys come to tell him happy birthday.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Members of the Blue Knights Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club and the local Harley Owners Group rolled out in force to show the little boy support.
You are a bunch of police officers on motorcycles.
Yeah, that's us.
Dash loves every branch of law enforcement, and this is one of the branches that we haven't been able to meet.
Happy birthday, man. Got you a little gift.
Thanks. And what's your name?
David.
Hey, David.
It signifies that you're a police officer.
That was certainly a great day for William Dash Barrett. Unfortunately, he did pass away a few years later at the age of 15. You know, you can't talk about motorcycles in East Tennessee without talking about biker rags on South Clinton Highway. My friend April Violet said I just had to meet Jeff and Pam. They've been gearing up riders and supporting the motorcycle community since Nirvana was #1 on the charts. Come check out Biker Rags for gear, apparel, and the beautiful vintage bikes in the basement. You can even touch them. Check out their free swap meet too. Schedule it at bikerrags.com.
I'm Marcos Garza of the Garza Law Firm. And whenever you hang around motorcyclists for any period of time, you start to realize they're more about each other than they are about themselves. And so, one, they need representation, because a lot of times, my experience is that motorcyclists will get the short end of the stick if they're not properly represented. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen an accident report where it says the motorcyclist was, driving too fast, or driving at Mach 1, or exceeding the speed, and most of the time, that's not true at all. If you go out and you look under all the rocks, shake all the bushes, find all the witnesses, pull 911 tapes, do a full investigation, then you'll find out there's often a witness out there too, like, no, he or she was driving the speed limit. There's this sort of kind of assumption made, I think, often by police officers and citizens, not because they're bad people, but they just associate motorcyclists with speeding somehow. And so if you can get out in front of a case early and get involved in a case early enough, you can kind of squash that and get a better result. Out of members of society, if you took any cross section, I'll take a cross section of motorcyclists any day on average over any other group of people, except maybe the Marines.
The Carolinas are targeting a truck trend that was named after them. It's called the Carolina Squat. No, they're not outlawing it because it looks terrible. They're doing it because of safety, and bikers are especially in danger when it comes to these trucks. The state of North Carolina has already had a bill signed in outlawing the squatted trucks. It's basically where the front end is lifted up way more than the back. The problem is that drivers often can't see what's in front of them because the trucks are so high, and pedestrians, bicyclists, and bikers are at the most danger because they could get swept up right under one of those trucks. Also, even in a minor fender bender with a car, that fender is now slamming through windows, and it's also causing a major rollover crash. A squatted truck T-bones a car. Again, already outlawed in North Carolina and several other states, and a bill in South Carolina is heading to the governor too.
That's it for this week's episode of the Biker Dad TV show on the road here in Alberta, Alabama with the Patriot Guard. I'd like to take a moment to thank all those who are serving, who have served, those who've given the ultimate sacrifice, and their families too, for everything you've done and been through, because the families are serving in their own way as well. See you next time on the Biker Dad TV show. Until then, please look twice for motorcycles.